Okay, students, today we are going to study about the one of the case study, that is the practical one. The company which has been grown into a very good by selling their products worldwide. From it is an Indian company. I'm going to explain to you all with two case studies, and also I'm going to explain to you all about the market research and the product selection simulation. Okay, so one by one, first is I'm going to explain to you all about the market research and the product selection. So, how to research about the market and how to select the product. So, I'm going to explain to you all with the scenarios as well. So, as I said, you all that yeah, talking about before that, may I know is my screen visible to you all? If yes, no, something I just need one answer so that I can go forward. Okay, it might be yes only. Yeah, guys. As I said, you all the market research and the simulation. So here, the main objective of market research is like we have to identify the potential market for import or export. If I'm importing or any product or any raw material from the foreign market and selling it in my own country, that is in India, with making profit in the in the existing market, that is the domestic market, I have to search where I am getting the product very cheaper, in which country the product is more cheaper, and rather than manufacturing or producing in my own country, where I will get the cheapest product or the raw material, and whether they are providing with the quality, and also check with the quality as well, and also look on to how many people are selling that particular product to, so that I can import that item and sell it in my own country. So this is about importing, and exporting research is like my product, that is any brand from India which has been exported, that is which wherein the Indian product has been highly demanded in that particular region or that particular area. I have to check how many competitions are available, and what are the price of the competitors, other competitors are selling, and how many how many buyers are there, and what is the demand yearly, week, that is it starts from the weekly, yearly, monthly, and so in this way I have to have all the records and make a research on this particular thing. So here first comes in market research is that data collection. In data collection, I have to gather all the data, that is I have to gather all the information wherein I'm targeting, to which market I'm targeting. It might be depends upon the it depends which includes the economic indicators. It includes about the trade statistics and also the market trends, that is the market demand. And also I have to check on to the economic indicators, which means that is the GDP, that is the growth, how the economic growth of that region is, and also the currency fluctuation, the currency stability, from how many years or how many months the same currency has been stable. And also I have to also check on to the trade statistics, that is the volume and the value of the import and export for the specific product. For example, one product which is imported from the foreign market, that is example an iPhone, which is imported in India, from 1 year to year, what is the trade statistics, that is by how much percent the growth of that particular product, that is the Apple iPhone has been increased. So in this manner, the trade statistics depends upon the volume, upon the demand and the value of that particular item for the specific product. It might be any product which is highly demanded both in import and export. And also check on to the market trends, that is what is the customer preference, whether using the same product, whether they have been bored, or before shifting to some other product or the new brand, I have to make the trend to be set so that the customers, their preference of the customers, targeted customers, should not be decreased. They have to increase day by day. The demand of that particular product should be increased. The preference, I have to check on to the customer's preference. And also depends upon the emergency trends in the market. For example, if one product is being launched, there might be different products with new features or different features or unique features. So in this way, the trends also will change. So also look on to the competition emergency trends, like which trends are already existing, or one product is launched, to compete that immediately one more product will be launched. So in this manner, also check on to the emergency trends as well in the market. So this is about the market research. It also depends upon the searching on to the product or the brand or the market in that particular country or the region. It depends upon the geographical, that is segmentation. Market segmentation is nothing but the geographical condition or the geographical region countries, like in certain climatic condition or certain soil condition, or due to the labor or due to the skills also, that is technology skill is more in US country, so they can develop those type of brands, those type of technological products. And wherein the land and the climate, it depends upon India, because it is good in nature. So in this manner, the products depends upon the climatic condition, it depends upon the skills of the product and skills of the people. And also it depends upon the labor also. Labor is nothing but where we can find cheap labors, that is the hard working people, wherein rather using for example workers in very low profession people. For example, we required workers for people to work very hard. Indian people are considered most hard working people compared to US or China people. So in this manner, looking on to the market segmentation, that is the geographical condition, skilled people, or it depends upon the labor, etc. So in this way, the market has been segmented. And also it depends upon the demography, that is it depends upon the age, income level, etc. For example, in one country like South Africa and all, if I launch that my product to a high price, the demand will be very less, because the income of their those type of people is very less. For example, if I'm exporting my item to Sri Lanka, there the income level will be less. So I have to target to such marketplace wherein I can make profit, wherein the company will make profit. So it depends again upon the age also. So in this way, this is called as a demography. For example, targeting certain brand or certain product to certain age limit people. So this comes under the demographic. And also depends upon the behavioral as well. Behavior is nothing but the customer behavior. For example, the after one brand has been loyal to one particular customers, targeted customers, what is their behavior to that particular product, whether they are loyal or whether they are misusing that particular product or they are happy with it. So in this way, what is their behavior towards the product. So next comes as an competitor analyzing. Here we have to analyze different competitors, that is in the targeted market, the same brand or the same product once when it is launched in an foreign country. uh, uh, Keeping in mind that there might be different competitions as well, like from the same existing country or from the various country, whether how their product has been good quality, or what is the condition of that particular product. So we need to check on to these all things, that is analyzing the competitors, whether the competition, we have to analyze how many competitions are there and how their product is working, and what is the outcome of that particular product, that is the competitors product, and how many people are buying and how many people are consuming that particular product. So next we are talking about the identifying the key players, like by in market research we have to also identify how many key players are there. Key players are nothing but the top 1 2 3 brands which are place a very much comparatively they are nobody can compete them. So it is a very tough competition giving to those type of brands. So this is called as an identifying the key players, like the big brands. So we have to access onto the market share, check onto the price strategies, distribution channel, and also product offerings. For example, if the product while researching in any of the product, while researching the market, we have to check how many shares are available in that particular brand or the market, and how many people are what is that brand pricing or the product pricing, and what are the distribution channels, how they are being set on in the distribution channel, that is from manufacturer to warehouse, from warehouse to the wholesalers, wholesalers to retailers. So in this way, whether they are giving D2C business also, that is direct to customers, that is from manufacturer to the end customers, to the retailers, or through the online stores. For in this manner D2C, whether they are doing so, the channel they have to check, that is the distribution channels they have to check. And also they have to check onto the competitors and their own product, what offers they are giving, that is what price they are selling that particular product, with what offers, and whether those offered price is being capable of buying in that particular market. So they have to check these all things. Next comes as a regulatory environment. Here regulatory, it depends upon understanding the requirements, that is import exporting, which market has been targeted. That is regulatory, it depends upon the taxes and also non taxes barriers. So when I'm exporting any product or the brand which company I'm working through, the company has to look on to the that is the product which he or she has been exporting, whether any taxes are being paid for that particular item or that particular product. And also check on to how much percentage the tariff, that is the taxes have to be paid for that item or the product, and what are the barriers in required, like any certification or any license are being required for exporting or importing that particular item or the product. So this comes under the regulatory environment. And also they have to check on to the local standards as well. For example, in India, that brand is there, what is the standard in their domestic country versus to the standard in the international market, how it is working, how it is booming, and also what taxes are being paid in their domestic market to comparatively to the international market.
Combination is
Thing, but we are having two scenarios here, that is scenario 1 and scenario 2. It is like building the scenarios, like we have to create a different market scenarios, that is based on the economic condition. It depends upon the growth or the stability of the currency. It depends upon the growth of the people, that is the standard living, that is the economic growth, how the condition is, and how many competitors are available, that is the seller, or if I'm an exporter, I have to check the other exporters who are exporting the same brand, the similar brand in that targeted market, in that targeted country. And also check on to the competition as well, that is the competition, it depends upon how many local competitors that, like from the existing market as well, how many are being available. So check on to the economic condition, check to the competitors, and also check to the regulatory changes. Regulatory changes is nothing but the taxes to be paid or the agreements to be entered, or check on to the taxes or how many percentage taxes, and also check on to the what type of any of the benefits in taxes or in license or in certification they have been provided. So check on to all these criterias. It comes under the scenario building, that is checking on all to this like all to these conditions. Then comes as scenario 1. Scenario 1 is nothing but it is an high growth in the target market, that is with the low competition. Here, we are targeting to those countries or to those regions wherein, the growth of the market, the targeted audience, the growth is being more by the brand. That is, for example, one Apple phone we are importing for the US, they are exporting to India. So the US market, they have targeted the high growth market, that is, the in India also, the teenagers or the people who want to, look good or look rich or look branded, they use this iPhone product. So they have already targeted to India, that is, to the age group of 15 to 35. In this age group they have been targeted, and they want their product to be grown high, and they know in India, that is, the growth will rapidly, the demand for iPhone will be increasing day by day, whether it might be the version 10, 12, 13, 14, or how many versions are coming. They know the next version also people are definitely going to buy this market, as already they have been targeted. And there are low competition as well, because in India nobody can manufacture the same, provide the same feature as the Apple iPhone is providing. So in this way they know they are the monopoly brand. So the competition is also very less, because they came up into their unique feature, and also people are loving their product. So in this manner, this is, the high growth. This is called as, this talks in the first scenario. That is, the market targeting. We have to check on to the high growth. That is, where the growth of the product will be high, it increase day by day. In that way, they will target certain markets, certain region, or certain places where the product growth will be increased, and also there will be low competition or less competition, or the product will be the monopoly product. So in this way, this talks in the scenario one. Next, in scenario two, we are going to talk about the saturated market with strong competition and the rules. For example, any regulations, like in one market, once they, for example, as I said, you an iPhone, they have been targeted to the Indian audience. So here the iPhone people will check on, as there are no competition or very less competition to beat this iPhone brand. So they come up with the strong competition, that is, nobody can beat them. And also the rules and regulations in India, they are not much more strict, as to import and export. They can sign up into, as per the demand. The government also knows. So the, the taxes for that particular item, when an US brand, that is, they are exporting, that is, that Apple iPhone, the taxes paid for that particular phone is very less. So this depends upon the scenario too. And also there are, like, for Apple iPhone, there are companies also available in India. The services companies are available in India. So in this manner, there are, give and take. For example, the products are being imported in India, and also services also, their brand services also are being provided. So in this manner, it comes under scenario 2. They have to check on to the growth, target the audience, check on to the low competition, and check the taxes also to be paid less for that particular product. So this talks about in scenario 1 and scenario 2. And also according to this, keeping these things in mind, they come up into a making a decision. For example, from scenario 1 and 2, the company will make a decision, that is, based on the scenarios, they will decide on the targeted markets. For example, any factors which depends upon, the potential profitability, or they see, if, for example, as I said, you are the Apple iPhone, right? They are making more profit. One, no doubt, the, price is too high, people are buying in EMIs and all. So in this manner, the company is making more profit. The risk also is very less for, for that Apple iPhone brand. And also the alignment with the company's capability. For example, they are having good capabilities, like, the demand is too high, so they make a decision out of this, and they, export, they targeted the Indian market and export their product to India, and we import that particular item. Next, the brand will look on to the outcome analysis. What is outcome analysis? It is, analyzing the potential outcomes, like, what is the result of that particular brand. Or, after targeting to certain market, like, exporting that particular item, the brand has to look on to what is the outcome of that particular brand. That is, once when the Apple iPhone is launched, For example, they have launched Apple 14. So Apple 14, what is the result after launching them, after using for 1 or 2 months or 1 year? What is the outcome of that? So the company has to analyze what is the outcome, what is the revenue they are making out to, what are the share market, like, whether people are buying it or no, and what is how long it can be sustainable, and they whether they have to launch a new version or no. So in this manner, how long the product may exist. So in this way, everything has to be analyzed. So this comes under outcome analyzing. So analyzing, outcome analyzing is nothing but results of that particular brand, or the feedback of that particular brand or the services which has been into that international market. For example, if I am exporting any of the rose, like, the roses, I know the flower rose which I am exporting it to, China market. I have to look on to the result, that is, outcome analysis. That is, what is the result of that particular flower, whether people are using it for their, for the decoration or any type of purposes, or whether the demand is there or no. So in this way, how long that particular product may run. So these all things I have to check, and also check on to the revenue making, like, whether the company is generating profit or whether it is in losses. So these all results talking comes into the outcome analysis. So till here it is clear, guys. I hope it is clear. I'll wait for a minute. If not, again, you can ask some questions. I'll just answer it. Yeah, I hope it is clear, guys. So here, next we are moving to the product selection. So here, in product selection, it is nothing but how to select a product. That is, what is the demand. First is we have to analyze the demand of that particular product, and the making profit, and SWOT analyzing, and the regulatory compliance, and the logistic and the supply chain consideration. First, we are going to check on to the demand analyzing. For example, any product which has been launched, it has to identify in which market that particular product might be in highly demand. That is, the need it has to check of that particular country. That is, people, for example, any health issues in particular country. For example, in India nowadays, the growth rate of heart attack is too high. So in this manner, the other, countries, after studying up the market, that is, Indian people are suffering from heart attack very soon now and then. So in this manner, they come up with new medical product, and they can target it, and the demand for the Indian market will be high. That is, the many people can consume those type of products. So in this manner, first they will research which product has been highly demanded. For example, in a few days, early long years, as strawberry, the strawberry fruit, which was rarely found in India. So in this manner, people try to export that particular, import that particular item, fruit. So in this manner, we have to check on the demand of the targeted market. What is the demand in that particular area? And the brand has to look on to the highly demanded, in that targeted area, in which region that particular item is much more demand, and in that area they can't manufacture, or they can't produce that particular item. So we have to target those type of regions. That is, the demand, we have to check the need of the customers or the consumer, we have to study. Next comes as a profitability analyzing. So in profit analyzing, it is like any product which has been produced or which has been manufactured during export, the company has to make profit. That depends upon it. Had the company should keep certain margin, that is, certain profit for its own self to make profit, and also for the growth of the company. And also they can beat to the competition as well. So that people, one product which has been exported to one region, that is to one foreign market, there might be other competitions as well. So the product of that particular brand or the product should be in such a way that it should not be too high comparatively to the competitors as well. They might be existing competitors, they might be in future, they might be some other competitions as well. So in this manner, the price has to be selected in such a way that is the company will make profit, as well as it can also beat the competitors. Next comes as a SWOT analyzing. Here, S stands for strength, W is weaknesses, O is opportunity, and T is threats. Threats means challenges. So here, the company should analyze what are the strength of that particular company, of that particular product, and what are the weaknesses, whether the quality is being accuracy or no. Next comes as the opportunity, like from one market to another market, opportunities they may get, that is globally whether they can target. Next comes as a threats. Threats is nothing but the challenges, whether there might be other competitions as well. And also it talks about the strength, weaknesses, opportunities and challenges, that is the threats of the market. For example, what is the strength of that particular market, that is the targeted market, and what are the weaknesses, whether the customers may consume it regularly or no. Or also look on to the opportunities as well, like can we target from one country to another country. And also the challenges, like the taxes, or the competition. So in this manner, the SWOT analysis has to be done. Next comes as a regulatory compliance. As I explained earlier also, regulatory compliance is nothing but looking on to the taxes for that particular targeted countries. That is what taxes has to be paid. And also we have to make ensure that the selected product will meet to the regulatory requirements. For example, any product which require license or certificate, it has to have that, so that the country they can meet that the company's regulatory requirements of the targeted market. Next comes as a logistic and supply chain. So here, in logistic and supply chain, it is nothing but okay, it is nothing but like the cost of shipping product, like from the city, from the manufacturing hub to reaching to the ports, from there the airways or the shipway. So in this manner, what cost it has been using, and how much cost they are being taking for the logistic charges, and also what time it has been reaching to that particular area, and the storage of that product, whether it has to be stored in cold or in any temperature. That cost also will also count in this logistic and supply consideration. So in this way, we have to look on to these type of factors. Next comes in scenario building. So here, scenario 1 and 2, we are going to talk about the focus on the high demand, low competition products. As I explained here earlier, we have to focus on the targeted market which has been targeted, where the demand should be high, that is people should be wanting that particular product, the need should be high. Like in India, the Apple iPhone is in highly demanded, so the need is must. So in this manner, and also Instagram as a service, they provide the for as the Instagram is from an international brand. So the need of that particular service is must, and it is everybody are using for that, the demand is too high. So in this way, the people, the brand has to focus on the targeted market, whether the demand should be too high and the competition also should be less. So in scenario 2, here we have to diversify the product, that is the portfolio, to reduce the risk. For example, I would like to tell you, a portfolio is nothing but making a research on. For example, I would like to tell you a simple example. If somebody is doing modeling, for a certain for example, they are going to Miss India or Miss World. So in this way, the candidates should have a portfolio, like the pictures of their own self. There are other requirements, and they are being documented. So this type of thing is called as a portfolio. In this manner, the product research also should have a portfolio, that is to reduce the risk. Like for example, in import and export, whether if the product is being exported to other country, I have to make a portfolio. I have to make a check on how many competitors are there, what are their pricing, what is the demand of that particular product, and what is the scale, whether it is growing for that particular demand has been growing day by day, and what is the need of that particular product. So the portfolio has to be made. For example, Netflix, they provide the services. How many the Netflix company will make a research, and they will make a portfolio, like in India, how many subscribers are there, and how much they are paying yearly or monthly, how it has been increasing, and how people are using that, for watching it for certain shows and all. So in this way, they make a portfolio out of that particular product or the services. Any product, we have to make a portfolio so that the risk will be reduced. you know mm, like manufacturing two very products, and the demand suddenly reduces. So in this manner, to reduce the risk, the product, the brand has to make a portfolio on this, so that the risk will be reduced. Next comes as a risk management. Here, they will evaluate what are the challenges faced by the brand to exporting or importing that particular item. It depends upon the supply chain disruption, or it depends on the changes in the market demand or the regulatory. For example, the supply chain disruption is nothing but suddenly there was COVID. So in this way, the supply chain got disrupted. So in this manner, they have to take, it is very rare. So in this manner, the risk also they comes into an existing, so that the supply chain disruption would should not be there. And also, if it is there, the company should be very firm and very okay for that, to take this type of risk. And it also depends upon the challenges in that market demand. Like any like it depends upon the competition. Like one brand has been exported, the existing brand should also be ready to accept the changes in that market. Like for example, people were using Facebook, suddenly they shifted to Instagram. So in this manner, the change demand in the market demand, like people shifting from one service to another services, the company should be ready for it, to bear the risk as well. And also the regulatory changes. For example, the company, the government looking on to the demand for the same product too high, they may charge extra sorry they may charge extra amount or the extra taxes for that particular product, so that the government knows the people are been using this, the demand for this product is high. And the government will come up into some rules and regulations, like in the regulatory customs to be paid, that is certain taxes to be added, or there might be some agreements as well. Like the company or the brand company should be established in their own country. So in this way, the regulatory changes also comes, and this is called as a risk assessment. And also, coming up with the risk assessment, the company lastly comes on to the outcome analyze. Outcome analyze is the results, whatever the product is being exporting, what is the result of that particular country, that sorry, the product, what is the outcome, the result, the feedback of that particular product. Which means like analyzing the potential outcomes of selecting the different products, which includes the profitability, which includes the shares of the country, the shares of the company, the the brand, like how many shares are being holded by the people, and how many shares are the are holded by the stakeholders, that is the people who have been built up that brand. And also they will check on to the long term variability, like how much the product has been existing, from which is how it is started to till where the demand is, whether it is increasing or decreasing, and what is the stability of that particular product in that targeted market. So in this way, the outcome has been checked. So till here it is clear, guys. I'll wait for a minute. Yeah, I hope it is clear for all. Next, let me move on to the tools. For the research and any type of import and export, it is very important to get grab the knowledge or gather the gather the research is by some tools. For example, for import and export, we are having a government tools as well, and also the online tools. So here some tools I have been according to my study. First is about the India's export and import data bank, and we are having the export promotion councils. Sorry, that is the EPCS, and the customs and compliance tools, that is ICE Gate. And lastly, it is the HS code finder. To using these tool, we can read or we can analyze, that is the demand of that particular item. For example, as I said, you all like the tools, that is the India import and export, that is the data bank. What is this tool here? You all can find the information, that is it is managed by the directory of the general and of the foreign trade, that is DGFT. Here, in this tool, you all can find the access to the detail in the in the trade data. That is they help the users to understand what are the trends and the opportunities in global trade. That is it is an essential tool for the market research, in which market, what is the demand, what is the trend, what are the opportunities for people to trade in other countries in the foreign market. So here in this tool, you all can find, that is you all can research from this tool and get the opportunities which market has to be targeted. There is one more tool you all can study onto it, wherein after researching you all can get some information, that is called as an export promotion councils. In this tool, they provide the industry specific information, like any brand or any product which has been exported or imported, they will give the information of that particular industry will be provided, and also market analyzing and also the export promotions strategies. For example, while exporting the Indian brand to the foreign targeted market, and while exporting, how they can promote their particular brand, how the promotion is being done of that particular brand to make the awareness in the foreign market. And also they will help in making them valuable for the beginners. For example, any people or any founders who are having their brand which can be which is demanded in the foreign market, and they can export their product or the services. They will help the beginners or as well, like to analyze the market, and also to promote their particular product or the services. This is called as, this is available in this tool, that is the export promotion councils. Next comes as a customs and compliance tool. Here it is the ICE Gate. IceGate is nothing but an Indian customs. I stands for Indian, C is custom, and central exercise electronic gateway. Like any Indian custom electronic gateway. Electronic means online. So, in this Indian custom, that is, the EDI gate, that is, it is nothing but here you all will be finding the information for shipping, the customs and the clearance and the duties calculations are done in this tool. Like, after, in this tool, everything will be available, information will be available regarding the shipping. That is, how some certain products are being shipped, that is whether the airways or the seaway, and what are the shipping charges to be applied, and of that particular product, if it has been exporting, what are the charges, how the storage the storage cost will be there, and what are the license or any type of certification, and how to clear the customs clearance, and also to have the duty calculation. For example, the taxes calculation. So these all things are being studied in this ICE Gate. And also it is for import and export, it will help the traders, like the cargo carriers, like in the sea carriers, wherein the product has been shipped from through the seaway. So here, the individual will understand the customs department, like how many custom departments are there, and how they will trace the location, that is by the material from the states, from the status of their bill, for example, from one state to another. So how the custom department will work on to, and how the location are being tracked for that particular item or the product, where it has been reached. So in this way, everything information is available in this custom and the compliance tool. Next comes as an mm, you know the HS code finder. Here HS means the harmonized system, that is any harmonized system code, that is any product that is it is crucial in an international trade. Like several online tools are available that will help you to find and verify the correct HS code. For example, each product will be having certain codes. So here in this HS code finder, it is a tool wherein several codes are available, online tool. It is wherein certain products are having certain codes. It can be find out by studying, by understanding. It is available in HS code finder. So till here it is clear, guys. If any doubts, you all can ask me. Okay, I hope it is clear. Next, we shall move on to the case study, as I discussed earlier in the starting. That is, in Sarthi. Sarthi is a company. Sarthi.ai is a company. I have, in case study, guys, there are many successful products like Tata. We have from India, which is booming in international market. That is, you're having, the salt. It is, everything. Any products of Tata, like, the cars, the vehicles, or any machinery items, they are booming in international market. You can find also Infosys, like the technological, the technical the it is an technical services based company, wherein you can find everywhere their branches worldwide, across the globe. So from India also, there are many products which are Lakme also. Lakme is an Indian brand, so you can find Lakme product in international market as well. So in this manner, there are many brands which are available. I have not taken those big huge brands, but I have given you all few brands, that is Sarathi.a. Here this brand was founded in 2000, 2022. Here recently 2 years back this brand started. And what is a brand which is like they provide an international, that is service provider. That is any brand, like nowadays people are using the customer support team, like to explain the products or any any item which has been default. We reach out to the customer care, like any online product which has been purchased from the e-commerce platform, any brand or any product which is purchased online. If any default or any faults or any queries or any kind of help required related to the product or related to the services, we reach out to the customer support. So what this brand, the Sarathi AI came up into, they launched an artificial intelligence and customer services. That is the brand, the Sarathi brand, they it is a startup company. They came up with a new invention with new specialization, that is of AI solutions, for that is artificial intelligence solution. That is, the company is focusing on creating the AI driven virtual assistant. Like they virtual assistant is nothing but they are assisting virtually, that is the instead of this we reach to the customer support, so instead a human is reaching. So in this manner the AI, they have programmed in such a way that the answers, the different queries, regarding the different scenarios, there is no requirement for the human. The AI is automatically doing the work. That is, instead of the customer support, the Sarathi company came into existing. That is, from the humans, they have replaced the humans to an artificial intelligence. Any queries, any help required regarding any of the product which is purchased online, or any services. For example, I would like to tell you from Flipkart, if I purchase a washing machine but my installation is not being delayed, I reach out to the customer support. So in this manner some human will address me. So in this way, this Sarathi company came into existing, wherein instead of the human, AI, they have been replaced. So they came into existing and they changed this type of from human to AI. They have changed, and they are now worldwide present. That is, the international level they are present. That is, they are doing a B2B business. That is, they provide their services, their artificial intelligences, wherein the companies which are giving support. That is, any helpline is given from the customer services, they provide services to those companies. That is, they give their artificial intelligences, so that the people, the time has also been as the company, if they are having customer support team, each person they might pay around 20,000 or 30,000 in start for the customer service job. So they have been replaced by AI, and the AI, if the computer does the work, the money also will be saved. So in this manner, this is a B2B business. They came into existing. That is in the Sarathi AI with their artificial intelligence. They communicate with the the customers. That is, with the customers, wherein any queries is being required. So the company is now available internationally. Globally, you all can find this company. It is an B2B business. And also, this company has many diversified many markets also available with the different languages. For example, if in China, in France, the different languages are being required, so they came up, they have programmed in such a way their computers or their artificial intelligence tool, so that in any language, if you talk, like any Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Punjabi, French, German, any language if you speak, it can easily translate, and it is easily replies in those particular language. So it also reduce the language barriers as well. This language barrier also is being uh, has been overcome by this brand. And also, they are present now. The Sarathi, it is quickly expanding. So initially, now it has been started recently, that is in 2022. Their clients are available in US and Europe, and also in Southeast Asia. That is, South means in India, East means in this way you all can calculate. So it is recently launched. So it is being used by US companies. It is available in US, Europe, Southeast Asia, and also their technology is helping the business people, to steam their line in customer services or the operations. And also they are the users, the experience of how many people have been used this advanced AI solution. The experience is also good. It is similar with the human providing experience. So there are no issues or no faults by the AI from this brand. So it is having a good a good market. That is the Sarathi AI. So in this manner, it was founded in 2022, and it is recently booming slowly. And also, the next brand with the case study which I have taken is about the Echo Kari. So before this, guys, if you'll have any doubt in this Sarathi.ai, you can just let me know. I'll wait for a minute. Okay, guys, let me move on to a different, case study, that is, the Echo Care. Here, it is also founded in 2022. There are different brands which are recently also they are founded. They are, good in their domestic markets, and also they are booming into an international market as well. Here, this Echo Care, it was founded in 2022. What they do, this company, it is a sustainable raw material with cycled textiles, like, the Ecocare. Here, they produce the raw materials from the plastic waste. And how this company how this company became an international, like, the this company, they have been focusing, their focus was on producing the raw material from the upcycled plastic waste, like, the plastic bottles or the plastic waste, the broken buckets and all. In this way, the company, what they did, they recycled the, not recycled, they upcycled the plastic waste into the raw material. It might be they are converting the plastic into the creative bags, into the creative accessories, or any other products that are, eco-friendly, like, any rope making or any bag, fashionable or the stylish bags, or any accessories is also, like, in chashma, like, the specs which nowadays they are using. So out of glass you can also find the frames. So in this way, the eco care also came into existing. And also I would like to tell you all, this brand also came in Shark Tank, India. So they are also, having good, it is booming, right? It is growing. So in this way, this company is, they do not recycle the plastic, they upcycle the plastic. That is, from the raw material, they try to, the waste from the plastic and all, they, make some creative products, like, the bags, or the any accessory used, or any other showcase items, that is, in used to decor the home or the offices. They come up with these type of, usable products, and they are eco-friendly as well. And also they are sustainable, and also they approach an international buyers interest as well. Like, any of the product which is being used, like, the fashionable bags or the accessories, or any decorative items which are being highly demanded in international market. So this eco carre is being gained and recognition in international market. And also some of the countries which, they have been exporting is to the Europe and North America, and they are still growing, and their demand for their product is high. And they also provide the raw materials for the fashionable, of fashion accessories, and also in this type of fashion and accessory industry, like, shoes or any type of, fashion brands, they give the raw material as well. They provide the raw materials for those type of companies. So this is called, this is available, their market is, growing in, having good, market in international markets as well. So till here I'm going to again wait, guys, as, I've completed. So you all can just ask me any, if you all are having any doubts and all, you all can ask me. I'll wait for a minute. Yeah, I hope it is clear, guys. I would like to, talk with you all with other brands also, which are, highly in demand as well, like, in international markets. So before that, I just wanted to know if anybody of you all have any doubt. I'll still give you all a minute of time to ask. You all can ask me. Okay, guys, as I can see, nobody. Okay, there is one question. Ma'am, a BCom graduate student make a career in supply chain. Yeah, they can make a career, but you should have good English and you should have a graduation degree with you. So you can apply it with the other career portals as well. Yeah, I would like to explain you all, guys. Just I still have 3 more minutes. Like, the international brands, that is, which we use their services, like importing, that is the Apple, as I said, it is a good brand. The Samsung, the Coca-Cola, everybody is using this beverage. And also we like Domino's, we like McDonald's, the Google also, every work research and all, we work onto the Google Sheets, we join the meeting to Google. So Nike, as you know, the good shoe brand nowadays, it is on trend, and Amazon also, and also Microsoft products also companies use. Like, everybody are using Microsoft Teams. Everybody are, uh, into it. So in this manner, just a moment, guys. So in this manner, they are being importing. So importing products also, as I said, your Google, Microsoft Teams, everybody are using. So these brands are also, globally they are booming. And also the Indian, some of the other brands which are, booming, which are known by everybody internationally, globally. There are the, Old Monk, that is, uh, Old Monk drink, that is the hot drink. And also the Lakme saloons you can find worldwide, the Royal Enfield showrooms, Amul, Amul products, dairy items, Tata Group, Infosys, Cafe Coffee Day, worldwide, internationally they are present. So I have given you all the small, the growing companies, so that you all will be motivated to, to become futures exporters from India. So I've given you all those two examples, so that you all will be much more interested, not going to a very huge, long years back companies. So till here, I hope, guys, I'm clear with it. Okay. um, I think the class has been completed. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. See you all in the next session.